English top up, say, bro. Man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep you.
Yeah, the whole internet been spinning out ever since NLE Choppa dropped that KO diss, and now NBA Youngboy just flipped the script in the wildest way. He not just firing back, he putting Choppa on blast like he tired of the games. He calling him a clout chaser, and even bringing up old whispers Choppa been trying to keep buried for years. If you've been online at all, you already seen that KO track because it's everywhere. The joint came in swinging, and in just 2 weeks, it pulled in millions of streams on Spotify and shot past 7 million views on YouTube. Folks locked in because this wasn't no friendly little diss. Choppa stepped in the booth like he had a score to settle. And those bars? Straight reckless from the moment he opened his mouth. Choppa kicked off the track making Youngboy sound done in the soul, talking about how you poison the youth and calling out, "Nothing positive you do." He even threw in that line where he says some people think certain behavior is cute because of Youngboy and accused him of sending others to do what he wouldn't do himself. Then he hit him with that role model you will never fit the shoe jab. That line had people shouting. Then he switched it up again, calling Youngboy just an emotion, saying his whole aura gives him the ick and makes him sick. When he said all that, social media froze up instantly. Even some Youngboy fans had to keep it real. One dude said, "Big Youngboy fan, but this track lit." Another said, "Never knew this generation rappers can rap like..."
The kids who have the right guidance can go in there and get angry and listen to it, and that's their outlet. But it's a lot of YNs with them sticks and them switches. Going back to them song when, he may have outgrown.
It ain't money getting, he wants his uncle. I don't want to hear that kind of shit. I'm not in pain. I'm a money get. YB babies ain't money getting. I don't feel that. That's not soul music. I'm a soulful brother. I'm not in pain. Them kids need to be put in mental institutions. You see they had that for
this great one. And that right there is why the track exploded the way it did. It really felt like Choppa hit his breaking point and stopped pretending everything was cool. He basically told the whole world he sees Youngboy as a bad influence. Someone with major power but no real principles. Even critics started reacting like, "Choppa been holding this in for years, and now he finally let it out
the young people
for everyone to hear." But here's the wild twist. NLE Choppa ain't the only one who been speaking on this. Charleston White been yelling the same thing for a long minute. Long before the diss track, before the hype, before the numbers ran up, Charleston was already calling out Youngboy's music, saying it was poison for the young crowd. He claimed YB's songs stay filled with anger, sadness, negativity, and energy that leaves young dudes messed up mentally. According to Charleston, Youngboy's followers treat him like a leader, and since he got millions of young fans hanging on to everything he says, Charleston believes that influence is dangerous. Now yes, NBA Youngboy did respond to all this, but before we get to that, you gotta understand how this whole tension even started. This didn't just appear out of thin air, it'd been cooking for years. Back in 2019, NLE Choppa was basically Youngboy's biggest supporter. He respected him heavy, loved the music, even defended him. When Youngboy got arrested, Choppa dropped a full tribute track called "Free Youngboy." And in interviews, he said respectfully, Youngboy was the only rapper ahead of him. He even called him an inspiration. Choppa was showing love non-stop, but then everything switched up. After King Von passed,
to get you an NBA Young living. Yeah.
All right, then we good.
Youngboy dropped "Bring the Hook," which many people felt was a diss toward O-Block. And DJ Academics posted that YB was on Demon Time. The whole industry immediately split into sides. Lil Reese clapped back saying Youngboy wasn't on anything serious, that he was just rapping like everybody else. But then came the moment that changed everything. NLE Choppa jumped in and publicly replied,
"Say this perm having name. You just want to bring it top up. Say, bro, man, you be relevant, and I said what I said, bro. You need a like me to keep you."
Youngboy mama jumped right in too. She went online and dragged Choppa saying he jealous of her son.
I stamped that. And right there, the whole internet understood he was standing with Vaughn. And Youngboy does not forget moves like that. Things heated up even more later when Youngboy said Choppa wasn't a real tough guy because his mama not one. And the internet dragged that comment instantly.
So you want to make a video dancing around like a ballerina, and then you got a man on his knees smoking a crack pipe, and you're saying Cantrell is evil and he's a bad influence. So You want to go and put that man on his knees and put a crack pipe in his mouth on a video, right?
People called it weird, pointless, and just straight embarrassing. One user wrote, "The dumbest ish I ever heard." Another joked, "Told my barber, your mama ain't no barber. How he still a barber?" Then someone else even clowned the interviewer saying, "The interviewer really nodded like he understood that BSLL." From there, the tension kept rising.
Can't really announce this, but he might be the king of Atlanta too. I ain't gonna lie, this was such a boss move. NBA Youngboy, the key to the city, awarded the key to the city before he performed the diss song to half the rappers in the city. I ain't gonna lie.
When Choppa got asked about the situation in interviews, he paused and said there was no beef, but the internet didn't buy it. His actions told a different story. Choppa later changed the title of Free Youngboy to just Youngboy, and that wasn't some accident, that was a message. And now, fast forward to the present. Things are officially at a breaking point. When Choppa dropped KO, the internet blew up instantly. And that's when Youngboy finally snapped back and said everything he'd been holding in. He jumped online and called Choppa a clout chaser, saying washed-up rappers need his name just to get attention. He claimed these dudes only speak on him because they want views. Youngboy basically said Choppa irrelevant and only using his name to—
You seen that NLE Choppa, yo, this? Yeah, I seen it, and I won't tell NLE Choppa something. You can't come back and do this, nephew. Hey, listen, NLE Choppa, listen to me. You can't go walk the runway with that little walk. You remember that walk you had? I think I'm a bad bitch. You can't come back with that walk. I think I'm a bad—
keep his career floating. Then Youngboy's mom jumped in too. She hopped online and went straight at Choppa, saying he jealous of her son. She said Choppa only popped back up because Youngboy's career booming right now. She claimed Choppa been quiet forever and only came up for air to hate on the hottest rapper in the game. And let's be real.
Made that complex list. I just want to let you know something, man. Your ass need to go do rock and roll or some other shit. I swear to God, 21, 18 platinum, 6 or 7 gold. Go look at the certification.
Youngboy has been going wild lately. His tour dates selling out so fast they had to add more than 20 extra shows. In New Orleans, they brought out over 400 officers, drones, and even armored trucks just to control the crowd. Every city he stepped in was packed to the walls. At I Hate Youngboy live in Atlanta, a city filled with folks who don't rock with him. The whole building still shook. Academics even said that alone proves YB is the king of rap right now, because nobody else could pull that off without something going sideways. But here's where the beef cut even deeper. Youngboy started stirring up those old rumors about Choppa's private life again. He went online dropping comments that had fans connecting dots. People even pulled up that old tweet where Choppa wrote, "I am coming out," and folks assumed he meant something totally different even though he never said that. Choppa tried to clean things up with a statement saying, "I love all people though. I love bi males. I love DL males. I don't mind them. They don't do anything to discomfort my space. But when it comes to my preference, when I'm laying it low down, women." But the internet wasn't buying it at all. Folks said the timing was way too convenient and sounded like straight panic. Then Charleston White jumped in again, this time siding with Youngboy. He said Choppa moved too soft and couldn't check somebody like Youngboy. Charleston claimed Choppa lost all street respect when he did that runway model phase earlier in his career, saying once you do that, you can't come back talking tough in the trenches. But Charleston switching up had the whole internet dying laughing because just a week before the drama, he was going in on Youngboy, calling him a bad influence and saying young listeners needed real guidance. Then Choppa's KO track drops and suddenly Charleston defending YB like he changed teams overnight. Folks called him a full-blown flip-flopper, but his comments still made the situation hotter. One dude commented, "Whose side are you on?" Another said, "He's an agent of chaos straight from the government." And when some people went online saying Youngboy better than NLE Choppa, Charleston clapped back instantly with heavy energy. Now everybody watching close because this beef ain't just about rap anymore. It's about image, pride, and who really built for the pressure. Youngboy out here sunning Choppa, Choppa saying Youngboy bad for the youth. Charleston calling Choppa a runway-made rapper, academics crowning Youngboy the rap king, and fans split right down the middle on who they believe. Some folks backing Choppa heavy. One dude wrote, "NBA YB influence to the younger generation is terrible." Others riding with Youngboy, like the user who responded to Youngboy's mom saying, "Tell him he's jealous of your son. The internet been wild." So now I gotta ask you, where you stand in all this? You rocking with Youngboy's raw energy and the chaos he brings? Or you siding with NLE Choppa's take that YB messing up young minds and making reckless moves seem normal? And drop your thoughts in the comments because this story nowhere near finished. And if you're here for raw truths and bold breakdowns, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that next video popping up on your screen now. See you on the next one. You on the